At this time, we'll call the scheduled September 25th, 2025 commission meeting to order, certify that we have a quorum. On the agenda is to approve last meeting's minutes, payment of current bills, and any new business. Favor? Aye. And that's all she wrote.
Your meetings are shorter.
Yeah.
Got early for this.
Huh? Yeah. You got all set up for this.
Like a dead fireworks. That's it.
One firecracker.
One firecracker. And anything new, Sheriff?
Sure. Deal count, plan the town. Sheriff's town hall. Plan for your future.
It'll be first week of October.
Thank you.
Sign off on the bills.
I guess one thing, Dave, I'll wait till Gene's here, but more, I'd kind of like to set a earlier time for people to have their budgets done. Maybe like January 5th. And that way we can set our 10 days and start paying bills a little quicker. And it's harder on our vendors to wait that long. And
The biggest thing you run into is they're wanting, by the time we get their actual figures for the close of 2025 done, they won't. It's a moving target, so, I mean, it's something we can work towards. And that's why some people think we stop paying bills too early, but, in order to get it all processed, get them paid,
right,
so that we can
what
get
people what have they have
Right.
left on hand and all that kind of stuff.
get the prior year balances all set up so that they know. Yeah, it's definitely something we work
Thank
towards.
you. Thanks, sir.
When do we get the 26 projected numbers? How soon do we get those?
As far as projected numbers,
Yeah, like when do you know the numbers for the budget as far as like the law enforcement tax?
well, on the tax, basically what you do is,
You just
you just take what we think we're gonna end up with for 25
based on what
based on,
previous.
Yeah.
the current month, how we're doing and everything, what the past has done, history of it. And then you try to anticipate a, 2 to 3% increase. We don't want to go, overboard on it and say 10 to 15%, but we don't want to budget it as flat. So we try to just put a little bit of an increase in there.
If I white out his name
Start,
and white
that's a
out
good
presiding, or I can go get a new document if you'd rather a new document. It can be prettier. You want me to do that and just have you sign it. I was ready for Gene to sign it. I can get, but I have it saved on my computer. You want me to go get it?
Whatever
Is
you
there
want
any
to do,
type-
or just white it out.
White
or-
out's easier for me. Then I don't have to run back and forth. Just sign it and then I'll white it out and then put Dave's on it. That's with financial institution tax. They just want us to verify that our account number is still the same account number to receive the funds and all that good stuff. Super.
And Matt, thank you.
There's 11 too, so it's a little easier. Are you all finished with these?
Yep.
Which one was it? Trying to think there's something in the. I can't pay, but I can't see what it is right now.
That needs to be paid quickly, probably.
Matt, the lady.
Okay.
That one's
I got that. Thank you. That's fine.
I pick up.
I was gonna say,
All the rest of them.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on?
Is he gonna fall? I got the camera right.
And you should have already got your 26 levy, so you can estimate your income for general revenue, right? He doesn't
He
get that.
doesn't have a levy.
Oh, okay.
It's just a
A percentage of the
pull
general,
out
of
from
the general revenue.
revenue.
Well, anyway, that levy's already been set, so you should kind of have a pretty good idea what that number's gonna
Well,
be.
but on that levy, general revenue only operates off of sales tax. They do not get a levy.
See, I wasn't aware of that.
You know,
How's that senior citizen property tax impact? When do they go to impact?
Once the programming is done and all the levies are put in and returned to us, then it will be able to calculate and see what kind of amount is gonna, how much it's gonna decrease because of the senior tax credit.
No estimate yet.
Not yet.
Now, will it hit the next budget year or the fall?
It'll hit,
It'll hit the 2026 budget. Now, as far as projected incomes or what the state will think our estimated revenues will be, that will remain the same, but then we give then the tax credit or discount will be off of that, but we still have to project that we're going to get it all,
Knowing that you won't.
knowing that we won't.
This is work comp payment. Does that go up to the asset insurance?
Yes. Yeah.
But I assume it goes to them.
No, that doesn't go to Bassett. That goes to, that one can be mailed.
And then I assume now.
And then Security Bank, that one,
I just gonna handle it.
yeah, that can be handled.
Was it? I didn't see anything else that looked weird. I can see. I can bring it to you.
Yeah.
but there's lawsuits already saying that senior tax break is unlawful because it doesn't give the same break to all tax brackets. There's a couple lawsuits filed on that already.
Sure.
And
Like going for years, I reckon.
Even damn seniors, oh, damn.
oh, I agree.
We're gonna be there one day.
Well, I'm there already. One more year's to 65, then you,
I must look bad. They give me the discount at McDonald's.
Just give it to you.
I'm
Yeah,
64.
senior citizen discount. I'm like,
Look good.
Appreciate that.
Clean living and
That's gotta be.
Damn.
I'm
Drinking
only
water.
feel like Delmar. I'm only 56.
yeah. I'll be 82.
That's right. It's one of the greatest moves of all time.
Yeah.
Never been so many one-liners. Have you seen him in the Billy the Kid movie? Oh,
Was there a chick in there
The
for
guy
John
plays
Deere?
in the movie called Old Henry. Have you
that's
seen?
it.
That's the one.
That's
That's
Billy-
it.
that's
Well, I've seen the previews of it,
That's,
but
I watched it in full.
well, I,
That is an incredible movie. He plays that to a T.
you want me to go ahead and try to get a hold of that guy with that salt and get it
Yeah.
ordered. What do you say? You needed a load?
I need one load of course. Yeah, it'll be here before we know it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, Farmer's Almanac. Oh, we're predicting 24 inches of snow and I said, well, that's great. Great. I didn't see Whitney. Is she here today?
I didn't see her car when I pulled up.
I was going to give her the good news about me losing another one Friday.
Kevin's gonna have an opening if anybody's got their CDL and they want to look to be a grader driver.
Yep. Put in your app, Sheriff.
Are they computerized? You got one of those computerized creators?
They've got, no, they're pretty simple. Yeah. Even I can run one.
I see him grade those mountain trails and at the latch. Winter storms, 6 foot drop offs there. He's trying to fill those gaps. It's incredible
Yeah.
how talented some of those graders and operators.
Yeah, there's some of them that just amazing to watch them work.
How much of a change you make just change that blade, pivot just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the angle of your blade too.
Yeah, angle pivot.
Yeah, I mean, just slight little things.
That thing straight down. Straighten it all the way up.
See how much you can push in front of you.
That's what the recruiter told me. We operate a heavy equipment, 113 track. Where's the dozer? Shut up, Fowler.
But we got that new grader several months ago. And it had some programming on it, where if he was blading at a certain grade or, and then when he turned around, of course you got to pick your blade up and do all that. And if he hit a button, it would all go back to where he had, blah, 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 instead of trying to do by feel and all that kind of stuff, that. And then there was some other programming, but it was right at $5,000 to keep that programming once the 6 months wore off.
Really?
Yeah.
I can imagine the time saved. I don't know how much time it saves for him.
Yeah,
Not worth it.
it's not really worth it. If they were doing if you were out doing flat stretches for long miles, it would be worth it. But, we don't.
That's how they make them run it as a subscription, just like
Yeah.
anything. Except radio to get you.
Yeah.
99 cents a month.
The fastest way I set when I'm running one is just whenever you turn back around and you're gonna go back the other way is just push both outside levers into float and it'll set that blade flat, the contour of the road, and then unlock them and bump them up a little bit because you want to leave material on the road and it's set. I mean, it trying to adjust it and both sides of the blades going down. I just flatten mine out and then raise it up, and then as you go, you can adjust it. But
How many levers are on there?
9,
Gee,
5 on one
That's
side, 4 on the other.
that's finessing.
Yeah. No, it's not. And you know, I was off the one for about 3.5 years, and I got back on it, and it just, I mean,
Riding a bike?
if you run one for a year solid, you've got it. You can take a vacation and come back, and everything just. As far as sitting here telling you, I know what the 2 outside one does and a couple of the other ones, but your hands just go automatic to where you need them.
Like a keyboard.
Yeah. One of them will articulate it, and the other one will tilt the front tires, and it just, everything just goes, and you don't think about it. I don't.
Do they have those aren't technical college kids classes or teach heavy equipment operation? And of course the Army does. Those.
I think the biggest one is Lynn Tech.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I think you got
Yeah, I've got a Lynn Tech.
you got a guy from there, but yeah.
Other than on job training.
You know, we've got some that's been heavy equipment on Fort Leonard Wood before, and you know, most farmers has got an old backhoe or something. A lot of guys know how to operate a backhoe, but it's very seldom you find somebody that's ever had a chance to be on a grader. Or just unless they work for some big company, and they're not leaving there unless they retired and want to work for us part time. But
They don't make those grader calves big enough where, like, I had a guy that's got 30 some years experience on a grader, but he's getting ready where he's going to retire. So he said, I think probably ought to train somebody else on a grader, and he can't sit in there with him,
Right.
and you can't hang on there with him. You can some, but he followed behind him in a pickup with the cell phones, and here's what I do here, and they go, they did that for 2 to 3 weeks when we could, and then you drive the road and say, here's what I do, when you come to this point, and here's, blah, blah, blah. And that's really, I think kind of the best training,
Get out.
Yeah.
Get in my truck.
Years ago, didn't they bring or take some of the guys to, that'd have been back 15 years ago, probably. I think they had a simulator.
Huh.
Yeah, I was just thinking
that you can set in and run. And I think, well, back when Ronnie Copeland worked here, he got to run one of them. And I think Donnie Ray did too. John Deere had one.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask about that.
John Deere and Cat.
Simulator.
Yeah. John Deere and Cat's both got them.
See if there's a gap with the other counties too. Partner.
Probably got one for the sheriff department, shoot paintballs at people or something. I don't. But no, they had one for a grader, and you just sat there and you just go down, blade the road, and it'd show your mistakes, and just like you was running it on the road.
I'll be darned.
I've heard about them, but I've never got to see one. But they told me they had one, and they got to go use it.
Flight simulated homes is incredible. I mean, landing at Fort Leonard Wood. I am landing. I mean, I swear I could see.
Got any fighter jets on there?
No. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's got F-16, it's got F-35, not as detailed as you want.
You watch Top Gun, you don't want to fly a plane.
I C-130. I swear, I think I could fly.
Phelps County's got a nice simulator for their sheriff's office. They did have. I assume they still have it, but up on the 3rd floor in Phelps County.
Oh, yeah. Shoot, don't shoot.
Yeah.
How many holes is in it?
Oh, right here. I signed in the wrong spot.
You're good. We used to have one at, up there in where.
All right, thank
You want me
you.
to sign that one?
That's,
Yeah.
you can have that one back. I'm gonna
Okay.
sign it right now.
Okay.
I don't know what he's
I'll
done.
shred it right here if you want.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I appreciate
Because
it.
you could do nighttime, you could do, with your flashlight, you could taser, you could do shotgun.
Huh.
AR, I mean, it was,
You know, whenever I worked up here at the MoDOT shed in St. Roberts, our supervisor and assistant, they got to go to, the highway patrol driving class. They got to go up there and drive on them courses and stuff with the, I'm like, pick me, pick me. Be like police
believe it or not,
academy all
you
over
can't
again.
tell, but I've been through EVI. Well,
No.
you're only as good as the road you can see.
Yeah. I've been,
Of course, so.
yeah, I don't know. We'll have to ask John Deere about that. That'd be kind
Yeah.
of handy to,
Yeah,
Is that what brand do you guys have, John Deere?
yeah.
yeah.
Maybe as a.
Got rid of all
maybe as
the-
a marketing tool, Caterpillar. Will bring it.
Well, we had them before too, and the biggest thing we got in with Cat that my experience was,
With the $64,000.
yeah,
What's a new day?
right,
They give him enough chance. Be forgiving man.
I'll tell you something else. They brought I don't know what company it was, but it was back years ago when I was just a worker around here, but they brought us a Komatsu. They let us demo it for a Komatsu.
Oh,
They let us run it for a week. And everybody that was running the grader got to run it for a day, and I liked it.
Huh.
It was a really good grader, but you know, everybody wants to sell something, but like I told them, anybody can sell you something, but where I want to see you shine is service after the sale.
Right.
When I go to having problems, you take care of us there, then I'll keep you. If not, we'll get a rake and a shovel.
I want to know when I call, are you going to speak English?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
transfer somewhere over in India or somewhere.
I don't have to take 180 miles to get it prepared.
Yeah,
Well,
well, see, John Deere, I was telling Kevin, luckily it kind of came during all this rain, but I had two graders down and they came Tuesday, couldn't, they did what they could, and then they came back yesterday. Guy got there right a little after 8, started working on them. I went back to the shop yesterday afternoon about 4:30. He was still there, been there all day long. And he said, I think I'm just about done on the, he said, one grader was totally fixed. And he said, I think this one will be done in just a little bit. So
That means a lot.
it means a lot. I mean, he worked on them all. So, I mean, they're out now that it's drying out. We'll be ready to grade, And so,
It means you're not spending your time or somebody else spending their time chasing them down.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they got that John Deere track. We had backhoe out in the middle of nowhere that, I mean, they can track it, know where it's at. They go to it, work on it, and then they're gone, you know. The same way with our graders. If we have a grader that goes down where we can't get it back to the shop.
They can usually find something going on by the satellite,
Yeah.
call you and say, hey, that grader needs,
It needs shut down.
need to shut it down. Yeah, they can tell if they're moving or what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, be like,
I haven't seen, but
the hills have eyes. Yeah, it's something else. I think you can still get the cat graders with the steering wheel, but cat was going to
Yeah.
joysticks, and you know, some guys like them and some don't, but they tell me if you ever run one, you won't want one with a steering wheel.
Uh,
Don't you have one of them?
uh,
You don't have one?
well, no, it still has a steering wheel. The new grader is more joystick than all of, but it still has the steering wheel.
But it's got both options.
Yeah.
I talked to the supervisor over at Marys County a few years ago, and he said he got on one. He said he was used to the steering wheel, and he said he was going down the road, and he said he bumped the steering on it, and he said he went off the road down in an embankment. And he said when he got back out on the road, he's like, "Oh my God!" But they tell me you can adjust
Sensitivity.
the sensitivity and the movement of them to where if you're not too comfortable with it and you bump it, it's not just gonna jump off the track and go down the dirt road.
That's the way that new brush cutter, a new brush cutter is. As Dan got used to it, he could turn the sensitivity up where it's now he's up operating at full capacity. Huh?
Flat by wire.
Yeah.
First thing you just have optical glasses.
Yeah.
Got helicopters on here?
Yeah. The little ones you practice on, just like it is. All of it, Lebanon flights for. You get a simulator seat, chair, and retirement gift. 57-inch screen.
Uh,
You got to get the goggles. You were in that. My son's got one to get on there for the NASCAR.
race each other. Huh.
He can cuss me out on that game, that game over. Get out of the way, Dad, get out of the way.
Pricing something.
Sure, subs also great. Monitor is about $15.
It's just, is it like computer software, you just load it
Oh,
up?
yeah, it's just then you got the computer, so you gotta have a fast enough computer. Everything's just peripherals, and you get the joysticks and stream it's good. Everything's better, really better. So the whole kit's about $5,000. Just toys. Run it by the boss. I got a budget. You guys are pretty famous, especially on YouTube. I get 1,000 hits, views on the 30-second videos of you guys. I get about 1,000 hits a week on it. Pretty soon you'll be having a crowd outside. So.
Yeah.
I got 1 million views on Black Dragon's web YouTube.
Who's Black Dragon?
Some fighter dude.
Oh, really?
You know what?
From the rally stuff.
I'll tell you what really got me one day. I was over in Crocker and I was taking a tree down for a guy, and I got done and he had his grandkids there. And this little girl, she came up to me. She couldn't be about it, probably 8 years old, and she had the top tore off of a saltine cracker box and had a Sharpie. And she walked up to me and she said, "Could I have your autograph?" She said, "You're awesome." I said, "Honey, I'll give it to you. It'll be it's worthless." Uh, I told my wife, I said, "You got competition." Poor little old girl. She said, "Oh man, you're awesome."
Shoot, 8 years old, you probably got Paul Bunyan there.
Yeah, she was. She was. Yeah.
I was watching a video the other day where they have that competition where they drop a simulated tree.
Yeah.
You have to hit a soda can.
Yeah. Ask Dan about that. Yeah, we was over there taking some trees down on, I think it's on Cascade. And we had a great big, it's about that big around, but it's dead and didn't have no limbs, just like a telephone pole. No limbs on it. I told them boys, I said, "Dan, can you hit a can?" I said, "Go set it in the county road up there, put it wherever you want it, and I'll smash it." And I smashed that can, and Dan went hog wild buying chainsaws. He's went to them Paul Bunyan shows and everything.
Yeah.
He's ate up with it.
And then him.
Pretty impressive stuff. I mean, saw through a daggone huge tree quicker than most people get through a chainsaw. With the friggin' hands, with the, well, they're, those chainsaws are like Olympic.
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
they're,
chainsaw.
yeah.
Like,
The one I carry around every day weighs about 38 to 40 pounds, full of gas and all. It'll wear you out. At the end of the day, you don't want to see it no more.
Then Shane and Dan, they developed a exhaust for chainsaws, some chainsaws. And I can't think of the guy's name, but he's one of the top woodcutters in that competition that Dan goes to, and he used one of Shane and Dan's exhaust on his chainsaw.
Yeah.
see the attachment, the, whatever that attachment is on like a skid steer, goes up and grabs a tree and it cuts it down.
Mm-hmm.
Skid steer will put it down, put the tree down wherever you want it.
I've got one.
Oh, do you really?
Yep. It'll shear off a 14-inch tree. It'll take a tree that big around to pinch it off.
And it just secures it and.
Yeah.
I see those ones that they roll it down, take all the twigs off, stack it.
That's in softwood. It'll strip the limbs off them pine trees. I told him, I said, run an oak tree through that and see how it fares. It'll have it broke all to pieces. Yeah, that's for softwood and processors. There's something else.
Those going through Louisiana, and they cut those tree farms and stuff like this.
Yep. Well, you'll see them strip it so far and then back it up. That thing's got a computer in there that measures the log where they want to cut it.
Right.
And they'll just cut it into lengths and pile it up, and then about that much of the top, they just spit it out. It's no good, but they take it down to like 2 or 3 inches for pulpwood.
And also, there's one from my family from Louisiana. They used to use mules to bring them out, and that had to be some hard work back then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The heat. Thought the heat was bad.
My mule's got a temperature gauge on it. I've skidded stuff with horses before whenever I was younger, but yeah.
You're like, not today.
Yeah, I can drag out 2 or 3 whole length trees at a time, and then they was just taking one log. But it's neat to watch. It's a lost art, that stuff is. There's still people around. I think there's a pair of brothers in Owensville that still got a logging crew that does it with mules and stuff.
But the Amish down there do it.
Well,
They've got some big old draft horses.
yeah.
Volleyball was the mule skinner. Used to do all those trees and break them and stuff.
5-0.
They're sitting out and stuff from all the calls.
I thought,
Yeah, that's this weekend, isn't it?
Tonight is Bill thing. You'll be out there tonight. Mark.
Oh, Bill Hardwick's thing. I don't guess I see anything on that. Is he having a kickoff deal, kind of?
I don't. Well, I'm sure it's just posted online.
TV crew and everything. Yeah, a band, doesn't he? Yeah, this was on.
I have seen the Republican dinner at Humboldt, but I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's in October.
I don't think them guys brought that stuff with them, Sheriff, to treat them tree stumps between the fence and the building. I've got it. I'll have to get it or come in there and do it or something, but if you don't kill them, they'll be growed back and
That
bigger and
paint
thicker.
stuff, you just paint on it.
You can just spray it on there. It's in a little squirt bottle.
Where I get that out, go get some
Well, you can get it at Baumgart.
bomb bars.
It's poured on.
It's what?
Poured on.
Poured on?
Mm-hmm.
Kill everything.
Yeah, it'll, because them stumps, they'll grow back next time. They'll have 3 or 4 of them. Well, Remember, I come through a while ago, they had them all cut just about drug out of there.
Well, I know what, whenever my place gets logged, I know what I'm gonna be paying for now. Paying for a 3/4 acre pond.
There you go.
But they hit a,
Just 3/4 of an acre.
well, that's, I can't dig up my whole yard, but they hit a Venetian well or whatever,
Artesian.
artesian well. So they're like 84 gallons a minute coming out of the well.
Wow.
And they can only pump 50 some gallons of water a minute into the house. That's 30 some gallons that,
You're gonna put well water in the pond.
I ain't got no other, unless they just want to drain into the creek.
Is your wife watching? Because I could say you could just build you a nice little stream down there with the waterfall and do all kind of little
Have
honeydew
your little
type.
covered bridge over it.
Or you just put,
With a gazebo beside it.
Yeah.
You know.
Put some toy in it. And
look like you just got booked up.
I'm gonna put some fish in.
Not in your pond. We're talking about make you a little brook that goes down
yeah,
past
and that
your
water
house.
can just
Several water.
Meander.
intrusion waterfall.
meander down
That might
around.
be cheaper than a pond.
Yeah, them gazebos are high.
I made it.
You go get them fancy little plants to put in the water and them lilies and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, that, I'll go with,
You just go with the pond. All right. Pond to be good.
water will still be going out to the
Yeah.
the creek behind it.
Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Still researching.
Boy, he's an overachiever. He's talking, tearing the coffee cup in his teeth.
7 years of case files. Left. Reminds me, I want a backpack with wheels on. Just to remind me.
Let's go, Commission Thursday, September 5. Thursday, September 25.
We're done, Daryl.
What was that?
We're
I was
done.
gonna say you showed up by the time we're about to adjourn, Daryl.
Well, I guess I'll spend the rest of the day upstairs digging out stuff. Obviously, with nothing on the agenda, did anything actually happen today?
No.
No.
Sheriff Pond.
What was that?
Sheriff's designing a new pond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sheriff is designing a new pond.
Pond for his
Pond.
for his farm.
He's losing water, so he needs to fill up a pond.
Is that the
That's being a
Cantaloupe
good
Mountain Dew
steward right
Dave?
there. You're trying to make
No, Baja
good out of
Blast.
Baja
something that's
Blast.
being wasted.
That's right.
Oh, honeydew. I think honeydew is the new flavor too. There's a honeydew Mountain Dew. Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what it meant to make a new fawn. Is that
Mhm.
maybe a robotic fawn? that-
No, the deer do that, Daryl.
Yeah, I'm not making a pond.
I don't think that we have deer season for underage deer. It's not like you can.
Yeah,
You
they,
know of.
What's that?
That you know of.
Well, is there one? If you know one, you're the law enforcement guy.
I'm not conservation.
Fair enough.
Is Nathan the young Nathan? Is he still our conservation guy? Okay. I just hadn't seen him in a while.
I talked to him yesterday.
Okay, good.
I have my stepson, he turned 18, he wants to be a conservation agent. We do some ride along. Yeah, he's
Good. I just hadn't seen him. I thought, well, maybe, he's from
Probably
around,
been out there conserving.
he's from around Clinton up in there, and I didn't know if he was trying to get back home or.
I
I'm
don't know.
glad.
Well, I talked to him yesterday and he's gonna send me the paperwork. So
Good.
He's a
I know
pretty good sized kid,
Condo's
ain't he?
around there somewhere too.
Yeah. Like I said, I'd run into him, see him, and I just hadn't seen him in several months. So
I knew that.
what's his last name?
Engel, isn't it?
Engel.
Yeah.
Engel. That's right.
Normally, it would normally be on the last Wednesday of the month, but they moved them.
I think they told me Aaron was retiring in a couple of years.
This Wednesday.
I didn't know he had another business. Said he's got like a trucking company or something.
Oh, really?
Delivery service, yeah.
They.
Yeah.
I do remember that now.
Some kind of deliveries.
I think he contracts with FedEx or one of them.
Yeah.
I do remember that now.
Next time back, I'll stand up. Just to see what's back.
Oh, it's August 6th. Our says the install date for our flock. I'm sorry, October 6th. So hopefully,
I've seen a couple of them go up. There's one up there by, the old All-Star Gas.
that's not mine.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's one up there.
Game changer. Been kind of quiet on the road, and the dogs past couple of weeks, past week.
He's probably overdone it.
I still hear from former workers. You were driving up. Bad.
Yeah, with the drug dog, it's like an old joke. These two old timers had a bird dog and they was taking it out bird hunting and it went on point, bird flush, and they shot it. And that guy said, "My dog's so good," he said, "he can tell how many birds is in a covey." I said, "Oh yeah, yep." Next time it went on point, he said, "How many's in there?" He looked at the dog, took his foot, and he made a four on the ground. He said, "There's four birds in there." They flushed and shot him, and he said, "Boy, that dog's really smart." Went to point the next time, the dog's laying on its back. He said, "What's going on here?" He said, "There's too many birds in there to count." So if you ever see your dog just flipped out, there must be too much in there for him to handle. How old is that, Alec?
I think he's 4.
He, he's in his prime year then.
Don't quote me on that, but yeah, that dog is something that we come in and I'll take a hide and I'll put it somewhere in the sheriff's office and doesn't matter.
Find it in a second. Uh,
Put it in a bag of cheeseburgers. No flinching nothing. It's like, it's right there.
huh. That'd be something to see. Hide it in a Big Mac. Huh. And I guess he can do just the slightest anything. That's
Except marijuana.
uh, I can smell that on the street, so I've got that covered.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's pretty amazing what they can do.
yeah. And I guess I don't know, and I don't know if you can let this info out on social media or not. If not, don't say anything. But I guess if the canine officer is assigned to him, I guess is he responsible for him at home as well, or is that where the dog goes? Stay with him?
Alex is personally owned by GD.
I got you.
Stitch is owned by me. Sheriff's office.
Hmm.
The dog was Alex purchased in Arkansas for a sheriff's office down south. Then when he came up here to work with us, I didn't even know he had a dog. Like, you mind if I bring my dog in? I said, got a dog. And it's been certified through Arkansas, but I had him go up to Boone County where Stitch is certified and go through the certification up there, so they're both the same. Went up there and passed with flying colors, so
Oh, shame you couldn't change his name to Stitch. Lilo Stitch. That's amazing. I tell you what, anybody that can, I know a guy that trains Labradors for ducks and stuff, and it's amazing what they can. It'll sit there all day and it'll watch, and it's amazing.
Alex's toy is a chicken. It's freaking crazy. The best thing about them dogs, they don't They don't care about nothing but smell and odor, get that reward.
Hmm.
There's also a lot of sustainment training goes along with it too. You gotta train with it every day.
Yeah.
Any interaction between them and the compost would be cool. Dave, what's new in your world? You've been so loquacious. Let's tap into that knowledge.
Same old stuff.
It's exciting coming along. Fight elections. When's the next election?
Our next election will be April,
Is that a
municipal election.
municipal?
School board has to wait to get $20,000 to put that, use tax on the ballot.
That's when the paperwork has to be filed, yeah. Put it on the April ballot.
What was that again?
Costs $20,000 to put something on the ballot.
The more entities that have something on the April ballot, then the cost is spread out.
Okay.
Oh,
So
so
it
we all put something on it.
just depends on, how many school districts and water districts and, the fire protection districts.
Mm.
If they are eligible to do a non-election where they have the same number of people file for a position as what they have available, then they can do a non-election. So they don't even have to put it on the ballot. But if they have to have an election, then they split the cost. And it's all based on the number of voters that would be looking at that particular part of the ballot.
So Sweetburg pays a lot less than Waynesville Goers.
Yes.
To,
And Sweetburg is very good at, if they have two positions open, they usually work very hard at getting two people to file.
And then once in a blue moon, they have a thing that happened this last time that they worked hard to go only two and then it got only one.
Right. So then if they only get one, but they got two positions open, then they still have to hold the election.
you don't have any word if 911 board vacancy.
No, but I believe that would be in a November election.
November.
Yeah, they're on a different schedule.
This forthcoming in November or next?
The next one.
Next one.
All the filing for this one would have taken place already, so.
You track what day it is.
Filing for the April, for the April election. I want to say it starts somewhere around the second week of December.
Have a good day.
It goes through the 30th of December.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Join us for beer, bark, and barbecue on September 27th at the American Legion in St. Robert. Enjoy a barbecue feast, silent auction, and door prizes, all while supporting the Loving Paws Adoption Center. Join